All right, we move over to our next newspaper. We'll be looking at the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard is leading presidency, APC attack Obi over stance on Supreme Court verdict. I'll take that again. Presidency, APC attack Obi over stance on Supreme Court verdict. And that's on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Bandits, Boko Haram killed 29 in Katsina, Borno. And you can read that up on page 8 of the newspaper. Judge restates order for unconditional release of SCBN Governor Emefiele. And that's on page 9 of the newspaper. Nollywood actor Mr. Ibu's leg amputated. And that's on page 8 of the newspaper. U.S. advisory can create panic, affect our democracy. That's according to the federal government, and you can read that up on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. NMPCL working with NEITI orders to reconcile 2021 report. And that's on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. Suspended Adamawa Rec, Hudu on the run. That's according to INEC, and you can read that up on page 9 of the newspaper. And that's all we'll be taking on the Vanguard newspaper. Of course, I would like your thoughts on the story on page 9 about the SCBN governor Emefiele. Well, a lot has been going on him from when he was in the custody of the DSS to when he moved to the EFCC. A lot has been happening. There has been a lot of disobedience of court order. That's what we see every day. The court says this, the government does this. So the court has to restate their order for the unconditional release of the ex-governor. That was on Monday. He was supposed to appear in court. What do you see playing out between the SCBN governor and the EFCC and the courts? We just have three triangles of this.
I feel there is power tussle, right?
Okay.
Power tussle. That's what is playing out here. Because who is the judiciary? The courts actually, they are blaming the EFCC for ignoring their order, because they issued a statement, an order actually on November 2nd, that he should, is either they bring him to court or they release him. You understand? And only for them to flaunt the order, right? And now the judge was like, we sent an order to you people, but what happened? You guys disobeyed the order. Why? According to the correspondent, they said that actually what happened was that the EFCC came out to say that when they were giving the order, that it doesn't have court affidavits. So the courts were like, so that was the reason why you guys ignored the orders, just because it wasn't complete. But that doesn't make it illegal, you understand? That he should have adhered to the court's order. So now, and I'm asking myself, look at what happened during the time Emefiele was under the custody of the DSS. Even when the court released him on 200 million bail, he was still taken back by the DSS. So who are the courts to now start telling the EFCC what to do? When they asked the DSS to release him, what happened? They didn't do anything. The DSS held him until recently they released him before the EFCC took over. You understand? So why I said power tussle is because they have turned the judiciary system into a joke. It's as if the judges now are toothless bulldog. They don't have anything to say. They have nothing to say. They don't even, their stance, their final, they said the court's supposed to be the final judge of any case in a country. The law should be the head. Whether anything happened, they should respect rule of law. That is it. Respect to the law. Nobody's above the law. But now Nigeria has turned the law into a joke. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Because how can a whole court gives an order and they flaunt it like that? with no punishment given to them, nothing. So why will other people respect the court? If they keep on doing this, it will continue to degrade the value Nigeria has towards the respect actually the Nigerian has for the court. They said the court is the last hope of the common man, but now look at what is playing out. The court cannot give an order and they respect it. Go to a civilized country, go to America, the Supreme Court cannot give a verdict and it's flaunted like this. It's not possible. Who are you to flaunt the order of the law? It's not possible. Look at what is happening in terms of this former president of USA. What is his name? Trump. In as much as he is contesting to become the president, he wants to come back for second term. But he was still charged to court. He still obeyed it. Can you do this in Nigeria? It's not possible. You understand? So the earlier they want Nigerians to be civilized, the earlier they started putting in places. I feel first thing is review the constitution. You understand? Then the reason why they didn't give the judiciary the manpower was because they don't want them to go their boundary, right? But that power they've given them, the law that states the rule of law is supremacy, is above every other person. They should at least uphold it. You understand? They will give a verdict, nothing will happen. And they will be turning the court into a joke. That's why even what will happen? What do you think will happen if something like this comes up the next year or next time? What do you think? People will be like, that's how the court do it. They don't respect them. Look at what the verdict they gave to Nnamdi Kanu the other day. Was it last year? That he should be released. But the federal government are still holding him in captive. Why? Does it mean that the court doesn't have the right to decide on what to do? Is it that they are not independent enough? As of the beginning of this year, they've been clamoring for independence. They want to be independent. They don't want to depend on the executive anymore. What do you expect when the president appoints or rather nominates the Chief Justice? You can't bite the hand that feeds. It's not possible. So until the courts have that full right, have that independence that they've been clamoring for, I feel nothing will ever go right until they are given that full right at the judiciary arm of government. You understand? That's the only way they can rule without any fear or favor, without any fear of interference, without any fear of that if they should do this thing, this is what will happen to them. Nigeria, we are not organized. We don't have a very organized system. That's why everything is scattering. Until that one man that will come out to keep the law, to put the law above every other person, I feel that's when Nigeria will be better.
All right, we go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be taking our last newspaper for the day, so stay tuned.
Children's Studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.